Okay. And
Why is there boost pads?
whoops.
Why is there boost pads?
And we are live. We just gotta actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna play my game windowed.
Oh, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing?
So it's
Oh,
might be
no. Oh,
kind of
why is that ability
small.
so broken?
Now,
Why is that ability so broken? Oh, no. I mistimed it. Oh, that ability is broken.
okay. I'm pretty sure everything's set up. Yep. Just checking.
Why is that ability so broken?
Okay, you're coming through.
Oh, no. I mistimed it. Oh, that ability is broken.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm coming through too. You know what that means, Landon? Everything's fine. Nothing's fucked up.
Remember to check midway through stream.
Yup. So, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the. Welcome back to another ball saggingly sexy episode. I don't know of the Tan-Gentalmen Podcast. As always, I'm your host, the Bardmeister, and I'm joined by my co-host, Landon. And
Is the reason
today,
you went there is because of our earlier conversation?
yeah, kinda. I'll finish the story later. And today, we will be playing. Not playing. Fuck you, Landon. We will be. We will be covering.
Is that just in spite of me?
The manga, not the manga, the light novel. Holy shit, those are Vikings! I want to eat your pancreas. I put in a mod that put Vikings into my Minecraft world, and I didn't know that, and I ran into this village, and I just got attacked by Vikings.
I just stole 2
So
kills.
today we're covering
Oh, no.
I Want to Eat Your Pancreas light novel, as it says in the title.
Oh no, I fell off the edge.
So,
Yeah.
real quick, I just want to ask Landon a question. Because he's a cold, heartless bastard. Did you feel any emotion at all while watching the show? Or reading the manga?
You mean reading?
Reading the fucking light
Yes.
novel.
Yes.
Yeah. We haven't done, like, a fucking thing that wasn't adapted into a show for, like, so long.
Yeah. I think it was chapter 9.
When he...
When I had to go to sleep. Then I ended up reflecting on my life. And I cried a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I was like... Fuck. I forgot how much I actually liked I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Like...
Yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna buy a physical copy of this.
I want to buy
a physical copy of 3 Days of Happiness.
I want to buy the physical manga because that was how I first experienced it, and I think, in my opinion, it's the best way. Not saying
I think
that
the light novel's good.
No, I was fine. It was good. I think, but I like pictures, and I find that
picture book fanatic.
I preferred the art in the what the hell? I preferred the art in the manga to like the way the anime looked. If I'm being totally honest with you.
You know what? I think the anime did better.
I don't know. I preferred the more. I preferred the softer, more muted art style of the manga, but I think I just prefer manga to anime in a lot of places. I know this is totally a me thing, so I'm not like criticizing any version. These are just my opinions, and I think I prefer the manga to the movie or to the light novel. But again, I prefer pictures. Though my opinion's probably invalid. But I don't care. I'm like the girl. It's all manga. It's all she reads is manga.
Yeah, now you really do point it out. That is basically a relationship, and then that shows.
No, literally, I was telling this Landon earlier, but I feel like our relationship's pretty close to how they're portrayed in the thing. Because I'm like, honestly, I felt like reading the pages, like I identified a lot with the fucking girl, Sakura.
I identified with the
Because
guy.
it's like I was like. I get it, dude. I get it.
I even had a different outlook than the girl. I know that for a fact.
I'm just like, man. Oh, I should use my stand arrow to see what stand I get. I got echoes. Fuck, dude. I don't want. I mean, I'll use them. Fucking. You start platinum, or the world would be better.
You mean the broken ones?
Yeah, well, because Star Platinum can in the world can mine cobblestone with their fists.
Is that it?
Basically. I need food. I'm gonna die.
I love the story.
I did too. I really enjoy. I really enjoyed I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. It's definitely I think I cried way more watching Your Lie in April. That's not to discredit this. I fucking bawled my eyes out watching Your Lie in April the first time, which we'll be covering in the near future. What, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I guess that's... So you think Your Lie in April's better than this?
I do. I mean, part of me says yeah, but part of me also says no. I think, like, I was way more emotional at the end of Your Lie in April, but I don't know, the writing and the art and everything, and again, I'm saying the art because I'm still kind of comparing it to the manga that I read a year ago. That,
Not the light novel you read last week.
No.
This week.
It really, really resonated with me. Like the whole message and her, like, outlook is very similar to my own. I feel like I'd probably do something very similar if I was dying. Because it's like, oh, goddamn, man,
Oh, you still haven't done your bad story summary, so we don't know what's happening.
Okay, so guy finds book on chair, guy reads book, finds out his classmate is dying. She's like, you gotta hang out with me now, because I don't want to tell anybody else because I don't want them to treat me differently or be sad, and you're the only person who treats me like a fucking normal person even though I'm dying. And he's like, alright, bet. And then they go on, like, trips and play Truth or Dare and hang out, and she starts, like, opening him up to new experiences, and he starts enjoying life and other people, and then in the end she gets stabbed and dies before her pancreas can kill her. And I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is the name of the thing because back in the day some people were like, you know what, if we eat the dead animal parts of animals and we're sick, then we'll get healed. So I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is like a cool thing because it's like, I want to eat your pancreas because then mine will get better and I won't die. But she's not actually like a cannibal or anything. They make fun of it in the thingy. And then I cried when she gets stabbed, and I was sad because I really like I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and it was really good, and you should go experience it yourself if I'm being totally honest. Oh, how's that, Landon? I know that was bad, but honestly, it's because I really don't
It's a lot
want to.
more of your emotional one than I remember.
I don't want, because I want people to actually experience it themselves, because I feel like talking about it, like beat for beat, kind of ruins the experience.
Yeah,
If you haven't watched this fucking thing, please do any form. Honestly, they're all competently made.
I recommend light novel.
I recommend manga. I've never seen the movie, but I'm not a big fan of the way it looks.
I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna buy the manga, and I'm gonna write a light novel.
Like
I'm
genuinely,
gonna try to experience all three forms now. Let you guys know how.
it's one of the best series I've ever. Not a series. I mean, kind of if you count the chapters, but it's one of the best things I've ever read. It's very emotional. Yes. I cried reading it. Fuck, dude, this is fucking me up. I cried very much a lot. I'll be the first to admit that. It hit me right in the feels.
I did cry, but it's more or less reflecting on my own life.
Dude, I felt like the sudden nature. Okay, so this is all spoilers, but I felt like the sudden nature of her death honestly was the right way to go. Because it's just like in real life, it's just kind of like echoes how sudden shit like that is in the end. Like I have personal experience, like sometimes people can go from being healthy and happy to just like that, gone.
Tomorrow isn't guaranteed.
No, like it's like the core message of the story I find is living life to the fullest. Live every day how like you want to do it and chill and shit, and I find that to be very powerful.
Isn't that sort of like the same thing that 3 Days of Happiness is?
I guess.
But you just didn't get the message because it wasn't a picture book?
Nah, yeah, probably. I like picture books.
Oh! You know what? Maybe we should... I'm gonna get you to do that one day. We should do the... You should Google the manga.
I might. I'd probably get into. I'd probably like it a whole lot more.
You know what? That's gonna be a future episode.
Yeah, the manga version. I'm fine with that. I like mangoes.
Well, yeah, you can do it digital. As soon as I buy like the physical version in Japanese, and I'll do that. Because I want a physical version. I really love that story.
Yeah,
this story and that story I really loved.
Well, yeah, because you're depressed.
I sort of got a similar message.
And I think you're just depressed.
I mean, I guess this is sort of go with the... My favorite genre is depression.
It's true.
I'm just now realizing that.
Landon likes being depressed, guys. Don't hold him against him. I don't know. I feel like part of it is that you are literally like you know, like the memes where it's like he's literally me, guys, and it's like Kirito or some shit. But it's like, I mean, like it's not factually, it's not incorrect when it comes to you. Cause you're literally the anime protagonist of life, Landon. You have no social skills. Like you're like you've got no social skills. You're really bland when on the outside, and it's like, goddamn, like fucking Landon is the anime protagonist of life.
Did you just call me bland on the outside and there's nothing else? Is it?
Well, you are Blandon.
You should stop there.
Your nickname is Blandon, after all.
You mean the nickname you came up with?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Kenyon calls you Andon because you don't take any L's. From when you insulted my Twitch cold-heartedly after 5 seconds of starting the stream. Why did I just get struck by lightning? My house is on fire.
Wait, what was the context again? Was this the canceled one?
No, I was like, hey, Landon. I
So
was
this
like, all
isn't
right.
the edgy Star Wars joke?
No, it was. Oh yeah, it was. It was when I was like, I made the Star Wars joke, and then you were like, "Wow," I'm like, "I'm gonna get canceled," and you're like, "But by your 25 viewers."
It was 26.
Why am I getting
followers.
struck by lightning?
Unlucky, mate.
I got hit twice. Sorry, I'm just shocked as to why I'm getting struck by lightning out of literally nowhere.
Okay.
I don't know what mod it is that's making that happen, but
You know what's one question I now have, now I think about it?
what?
Would it have been more of an impact if the main character died instead of the girl to the stabbing?
I think maybe, but I feel like that would have cheapened the actual like message of the story.
What, that you can die at any moment?
Well, yeah, because we're living the story through the main character after it happened or whatever, right? It's all
Yeah,
done
but
first person.
Yeah, it's true. I guess
If
after that,
he
you
died,
get
there would just be nothing. We would have no actual like conclusion to the story. All my stuff burned because I got struck by lightning. What's going on? Why am I in the floor? A rifter? What the fuck is this? What mod is doing this? I'm being dragged away. Oh, he's trying to pull me into a rift. I killed him.
It's very weird out of context when you don't understand it.
I don't even understand what's going on, Landon.
Why do you have so many mod packs installed?
I only have like 50 something right now.
You only got 100 of this.
Earlier I did. I have 61 mods loaded. Oh my god, sorry. I wasn't supposed to. I got struck by lightning, and then I almost got pulled through a rift. I lost all my stuff. I don't know what mod's doing it. That's not my axe.
Yeah.
That's a piece of wood.
I found one grammar mistake in the book.
Oh yeah?
It said people instead of person. I don't remember when it was, but I know it was very early on in the story.
People, more like schmeeple. I'm so funny. That's what the main character said before he met the lady.
I was going to dive on those later on, but one thing I like is the use of the main character's name.
Yeah. I didn't like the underage drinking.
I don't know if it's underage in Japan.
I think, well, she was 17.
And legal age for consent to marry is 16, apparently.
Yeah, but like,
It might also be 13.
that'd be, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Nah!
They're way different from our customs.
I don't mind. I want to go to Japan and eat their food.
Their
It looks-
food's weird, but I still want to go to Japan.
I want takoyaki so bad. It looks so good.
You know what? I want to go to Japan to buy light novels and manga.
Yeah.
I was going to buy some online for like 100 yen.
Hmm.
That's roughly $1 Canadian.
Yep.
And they're cheaper to get over there than over here.
Yeah. I know. I want to
You
get
know
like
what?
cheap anime figures and stuff.
You're not going to get them cheap.
Well, you can get them cheaper. You know how fucking expensive import shit is? Like, I see people buy like figures for like $50 there that cost like close to 200 over here. It's crazy.
You can just get them online for like $30.
Yeah.
Well, if you go on eBay.
eBay. But I don't want.
I seen like
I don't want
Kakashi
anybody's.
statue goes
I
for
don't want
$50.
anybody's fucking cum stained fucking action figure.
Is that the kind of figures they're looking for?
No, it was just the funniest thing I thought of off the top of my head. I need to get iron. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I want to eat Pancreas. So I finished it this morning. It's definitely one of the best things I've ever read, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not. Because I think the best part about it was the fact that it's like. It was basically like, it honestly kind of felt like a romance anime, but without the romance, in a way. I know that's like a horrible way to explain it, but like, in basically any other setting, like, these two characters would totally be in love with each other or whatever. But in this, they don't do that, and I think it's for the benefit of the story.
I mean, they are technically in love with each other, but just neither one of them do.
Yeah, because it's like, they don't have the time, and I feel like that's kind of the best part. It has like the same bittersweet ending as Your Lie in April, which was like the best part of that, which we'll be covering on Valentine's Day.
You know what? I feel like you're gonna find this as like a very annoying hot take for me. The more these type of stories I read, the more mid I think Your Lie in April is.
Your Lie in April. Why am I being struck by lightning? Why is there a Viking?
Because maybe I'll find, maybe I'll learn something better about it after I go through it under new perspective eyes. Because I'm sort of a lot more of my stuff with became review stuff.
That is a mimic. Yeah. Okay, the Viking has.
Because I think my opinion on stuff has actually a lot changed because I'm actually paying more attention to details.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I remember, I don't think it's in the top this story or 3 Days of Happiness.
Mm. Some of the exact.
One of my favorite parts about those stories, I guess, is that the actual meaning behind it.
Yeah.
We do see that she's actually trying to live, and we know she doesn't want to die.
Of course, because who fucking does?
We do see that hinted throughout.
Where's all my stuff?
And
you get burned by the goddamn lightning again. Sorry. I don't know. Like, maybe my opinion will change, but I don't think I've ever cried as hard as I have when watching Your Lie in April. Like, if I were to get anybody else on this podcast, like honestly, I've always wanted to go back to Your Lie in April, but also at the same time I don't, because I don't know if I'll be able to like handle it again, because I know what's coming. Like, if I were to get anybody to guest...
I'll be able to handle it, but I don't think you will.
No, dude. If I were to get anybody else on the podcast, it would be Luke, like, for the Your Lie in April episode, but I doubt he'd do it because he's always busy. Mostly because he's the only other person I know.
we also got him to do the other stuff, too.
Yeah.
This story and the other one would have been good for him to get.
Oh, God. Because Your Lie in April literally destroyed me on the inside. Simple as that. Like,
I don't think it is.
I didn't watch or do anything other than like play Minecraft by myself for like 3 days afterward.
Really?
Yeah. I literally Luke called me when he finished it. He called me at like 4 a.m. and was like, I can't. I don't know how I can move on from this. And I'm like, I
He's also probably
know.
not going to appreciate my hot take.
Nah, dude, he'll fucking murder you. But that's fun. I'll text him about it later today or tomorrow, and see if he'd be willing to hop on, because I feel like he could give some pretty good input, because Luke's a kind of a smart guy.
I'm not?
Well, yeah, you are, but like, you know how much.
Or do you mean more or less emotionally connected person?
Yeah, Luke has emotions. You don't.
I do have emotions.
Yeah, you're as emotional as Jotaro. Come on, you're super stoic and you know it. You remind me a lot of Chris, but cooler, because he's kind of lame. Because he doesn't understand anything. You understand things at least. This fucking.
Oh, he used his ultimate on me.
Dang, dude. No, my pickaxe! Good thing I made another one.
I'm just probably going to stop playing Overwatch after this. Well, after this
Probably
match, so we can actually
should.
talk about it. Because I really do want to talk about it. I really love the story.
Do you have? I know, dude. I like it a lot. In fact, I like it probably more than I should. Yeah, I have Optifine. I forgot about that. I really. Okay, where's my iPad? Okay, I've got manga screenshots to talk about, or I could talk about while you are finishing up Overwatch.
Yeah.
Let me scroll through my fucking things for like 4 years. Okay. Oh, that's weird. They oriented backwards. I was like, wait a second. Why do I have JoJo pictures at the bottom? It's because for some reason they have the lowest
it's their entire
at the top. Whatever. Okay.
Did you find your pictures?
Yes, I did.
Wait, why did you take a picture of the manga and not the light novel, the thing we actually read?
You wanna know why? Because I forgot that I could do that. Because I was reading it and I was sad, and so I didn't. But I have screenshots from when I read the manga a couple years ago, so I have a bunch of them. I think I have probably my so I have probably my favorite part, which is when he asks her what it means to live or whatever, and he's like, understanding each other totally, that's living. Validating other people's existence, falling in love, hating someone, finding it fun or horrible to be around someone, holding hands, hugging, crossing paths, that's what living is. All those connections. If I was alone, I wouldn't have any way to know I existed. The me who likes someone but hates them, the one who enjoys being with someone but also thinks it's horrible to be around them, I think those bonds and interactions with people are what it means for me to be alive. My heart exists because of everyone around me. My body exists because people touch it. That's how I was made, and that's why I am alive now. I'm still here alive. That's why somebody's life has meaning. Just like you and I both decided to live here and now.
They changed it from the light novel.
Mm-hmm. What did they say in the light
I
novel
think
again?
something similar said that in the light novel, but it's not said that way.
Mm.
Actually, I know that for a fact. There's something similar said, but it's just not that.
Mm.
Wait, did you remember to write down notes of what you thought of it, or did you just forget entirely after you were crying?
I kind again. I kind of just was like,
You forgot.
I forgot. I have some things I can talk about though, like the Truth or Dare game. I also have more pictures, but I have another. That's for like later because it's the very very end of the book.
Yeah, let me go to there.
Excavate, paste, fart. What else is equipped to V? Trinket 4? Fucking backspace, I don't care.
Okay, so it is something similar in there, because from the last poem that he put on the gravestone was, I am to you, I'm so much better than before I met you. After you died, I thought I'd been born to meet you. But I don't believe your life's purpose was to be needed by me. Now I think of us as differently. I believe our lives brought us together. We weren't enough on our own. Our purpose was to provide what the other was missing. At least that's how I've been thinking lately. And now that you're gone, I need to learn how to stand on my own. That is when I can do to honor the complete person we became together.
Yeah, that's what he says after she dies. What I read out was when they're in the hospital room, and he's like, when he wins the Truth or Dare game, he's like, what does it mean to be alive?
Is that what she says?
Yeah, she said that whole thing that I read out, at least in the manga, anyways.
Can you read it out to me again? Because I remember it was about being connections, and that was something I disagreed.
Yeah, making connections. For her, what it means to be alive is making connections with other people. You know, being touched, existing. That's why she's alive.
Yeah, no
Understanding each other totally. That's living. Validating others' existences. Falling in love, hating someone, finding it fun or horrible to be around someone, holding hands, hugging, crossing paths. That's what living is. All those connections. If I was alone, yeah, I wouldn't. So that's her talking.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
And when she died, when the dude's like, I was so naive. I guess I still am. I somehow believed that since she had so little time left, nothing else bad would happen to her. I believed that she still had a tomorrow, even if she definitely didn't have years left. I believed that the world would allow her to live life to the fullest until her body betrayed her. I believed that was just how things worked. But the world doesn't discriminate. And that's right after she died.
Okay. This is one of the things I actually wrote down. In the first interaction with her and the main character, we know how joyful she is.
Mm-hmm.
We also know that she's gonna die soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I thought that was something that was gonna connect to the next part, but the next part is that. The story starts with us knowing that she will die soon and makes us watch it. It makes us love the character. But for a story like this to work, we need to actually love the characters.
Yeah, the characters are very well written. They're put in this really tragic situation, but it's you gotta move past it. Like, she didn't let the fact that she was gonna die define her actions before it happened. She wanted to live how she wanted to live. Yeah, she's gonna die eventually, but before that, she wants to. It's not about. Life isn't about. Life isn't about waiting to die. It's about using the time you have to do what you want to do. Spend it with the people you want to spend it with.
Not wasting it.
If you spend your whole life afraid of death and doing anything cool, then you'll just live an unfulfilling life and die boring.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I want to live a life where
makes life worth living, but again, I don't have an answer myself.
For me, it's doing shit like this. I love hanging out with you guys and my parents and watching JoJo's, playing Minecraft. For me, life is where I am now is this is the type of life I want to live forever. I know it's not really reasonable, I want to, like, I want to be famous. I want to make money and shit. Like, that's something like most people want. But for me specifically, I'm like all in, man. I don't know. I want to be able to live.
You'd be satisfied if everything stays the way it is right now.
For me, well, I mean, I wouldn't say like I'd be fully satisfied. I I'd like to, I want to make movies and shit, right? That's like been my dream since I was little. I want to make movies. And I've said this on the podcast before. That's my goal in life. But, in order to do that, I have to kind of leave this area behind, which is something I'm prepared to do, because I'm going to have to eventually. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm content where I am, because I want to be around the people that I care about, the people that I want to talk to, hang out with. That's just how I am. I like playing Fortnite in Minecraft and doing the podcast and everything. Like, that's what I live for. That's why I exist. And part of the reason why I want to get all this, be famous and stuff, is because I want to be able to say, look, guys, because like ever since I was like little, everybody like always underestimated me. I was always made fun of, by like everybody, all the kids, my friends, like. So I want to like, I'm kind of like doing a lot of stuff out of spite. Like, I want to be able to be like, look at me, I got it all. I've got friends, family, I've got money, I've got power, I'm doing good in the world. Fuck you. Anybody who doubted me, fuck you. I am more gamer than you will ever be in your entire life. Okay? Suck my dick. Mostly because I'm a pretty spiteful person by nature. I'm not gonna lie.
I am too.
I know, that's why we connect. Remember, you're my fucking anime rival, Landon. Don't forget that.
I forgot about that. You started that years ago.
So in order to like try to motivate
I
myself,
had such a lack of competition, I forgot about it.
Shut up, Landon. It was decided after Christopher became a nerd. You're the main character of the story. At least I decided it. You are the anime protagonist of my life, and I'm fine with that. I'd like to see how your story unfolds. All right, I'm gonna write a movie about it. It'll be called Andin and the Seven Deadly Penises. I don't know. What do you think of the name? Don't you just love it?
Why do you always go in that direction?
I don't know, I just find the word penis really funny. Not my fault.
You have to insert in everything?
Yeah.
Funny innuendo.
Landing in the seventh.
Funny double innuendo.
Yup. Boobies. I'm an idiot, Landon. You should know this. I'm like the most immature, irresponsible idiot in the world. But I'm also super gamer, so... Click my dick. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of different shields in this game.
Always that direction you go.
Penis.
Yes. I don't know how to respond to it.
I don't know, man.
I guess
Landon, why do you keep picking fucking topics to make me question the meaning of life? Okay, gotta stop that, dude.
Make me what?
You gotta stop making me contemplate life.
That's the best part.
But I
have even more ready for it.
But like I already feel sad, Landon. don't want to feel sad anymore, Landon. You're making me feel sad, Landon.
Embrace it. Learn from it. Contemplate it.
I do, but like
Become better from it.
But I'm sad, Landon. You made me sad. Landon made me sad.
Beautiful story, isn't it?
Yeah, but like you make me sad. I don't want to feel sad all the time, Landon. I'm a pro gamer. Pro gamers don't have time to feel sad.
I'm pretty sure they do when they lose competitions.
Nah, dude, you just gotta get back up. You gotta eat that horse.
Did you also say the same thing for this?
I don't know, maybe.
And you're complaining about me choosing a sad show if you want to. Beautiful story, though.
But I can't. But here's the thing. I can't make you sad. Because you steal all the sad shows. I'm like, let's watch Spider-Man.
There's still Your Line April.
Yeah, but I'm going to die during that one. What if
So
I should...
you don't want to do all of them?
I want to do it, but I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. I have to face my fears. I'm going to text Luke here in a bit. Maybe even live on the podcast. And see if he'd be willing to join us. Like, what date did we say? Because Valentine's Day is on, 1 second. Okay, Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day 2023. It's February 14th on a Tuesday. So do we want to do it the day after?
Sad we don't know when Valentine's Day is.
Do we want... Last year I posted a video on something where I said spending Valentine's Day with a special someone. I'm sitting on my floor. Just got home from work. I'm sitting on my floor and I just go to my mirror and I go, me, myself, and I. Or no, I was like, I'm having a nice, warm, relaxing bath with my favorite person. Me, myself, and I. Or whatever. So do we want to do it on the 10th or the 17th? The 10th is technically closer to Valentine's Day, but it's the Friday before it. Or actually, no, they're both the same. Or no, the 10th is farther. Do we want to do it on the 17th or the 10th? Landon?
Probably the 10th.
The 10th, you want to do it before... you want to do it before Valentine's Day, or do you want to do it... I guess before would make more sense.
Yeah.
If you weren't busy, I'd say let's just do it on Valentine's Day. Do like a special.
Hey, did you know there's a manga on Bookwalker of Your Line April?
I did know there's a manga. We could read that instead of watching the show, because it'd probably be faster. But I don't think either of us want to buy it. Because it's on Netflix for free. Well, not for free, but I'm pretty sure we both have Netflix.
Isn't it, or
because you're gonna have to start watching it soon, because Your Line April is 24 episodes.
Yeah. There's also another thing I like about doing these novel ones. It takes me so long, but I have to process the meanings of each part that I just read. That's one thing I really love about
So we're doing Your Line April on the 10th. That's literally a month away. That's 4 weeks from, or because we have tomorrow and then an episode, then Your Line April. So tomorrow's me, then you, then me, and then Your Line April.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, this is another one of the stories I feel like I can't do justice, but I feel I want to do justice even though I love it so much.
No! What is it, Landon?
I guess we might as well go back to the sort of beginning. This is sort of one of the depressing characters. It's depressing that I relate to it and how much I relate to it.
That it is, Landon. That it is.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I guess I do sort of do put people in boxes before I actually do try to get to know them.
I
It
mean,
would be an
you
issue
and
of mine.
I met like literally out of pure chance. Basically, we were just teamed up in class on projects, and then became boss team purple. You mean Luke?
Is that how it started?
I mean, that's the first memories I have with you. At least that's that I can recall.
I feel like it was earlier than that, but I don't remember when it was specifically.
I don't know, man. There's a good chance it was, but I remember meeting Kenyon in Woodwork, but I don't remember when I met you.
Wasn't it French class? I feel like it was French class.
Maybe. I mean, we were in the same grade.
Yeah, well, we didn't really have many same classes together.
No, I mean, I think the first time I really remember hanging out with you was Boss Team Purple, because we did like, because I don't know what it was, but you, me, and Luke, we just like worked really well together. So whenever we were all teamed up, we were like just destroy everybody. We were so good.
You and I have different memories of that.
I don't know. I remember I liked you
I
basically right
remember
off the
making a
bat.
pizza and it was awful.
Dude, I loved that pizza. I don't know what you're talking about. That pizza was delicious.
Wait, was it awful or what? Did it taste awful and look good, or did it look awful and it tasted
I think it
good?
looked awful, but it tasted good. Like we had like the shittiest like toppings ever. We had like really thick dough, but it tasted like the dough tasted really good. I loved that fucking pizza. I don't know what universe you're living in, but that pizza was num nums, dude.
Num nums.
It was num nums, dude. It was numbers. It was hashtag delicious. That shield didn't do anything. I don't know, man. I loved that pizza. It was really good. I remember hating because I was teamed up with like you were like you. I don't know. I remember just kind of hitting it off with you because we both were like into video games and anime and shit. You were the one who got me to watch Your Lie in April. It was
Wasn't it like one of the many recommendations that we
yeah, and I
do?
decided I watched it while I was going to have. You remember when I broke my ankle? So I had to go have surgery on it, right? Why can't I summon echoes? Oh, because I died.
Okay. We didn't
Um,
really have coffee or anything, but I am planning the fact that for 4.5 because we need something else.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I liked that part of my life, dude. It was awesome. I liked hanging out with you and Luke and everybody. I had a lot of fun back then. I mean, I still have fun now. Like, you're one of the few people I still talk to that was that from school that like
I
graduated
think you're
and
the
shit.
only person I talked to.
Because there's like you, like at least that I graduated with. I text Zach every now and then. Um, talk to Noah sometimes, but that's about it. I think.
You, do you keep in contact with your friend? Your college, high school graduates? Friends?
Sometimes, not many of them. Josh and Luke moved. Chris just has not texted me anything in a while. I mean, we sent me some memes last night or whatever, but that's like the extent of it. I
Well,
mean, that's fine. It's just
I guess it's sort of the whole point of this. Story was to look at life differently.
It's like, I don't think I see life too differently than I did before. Mostly because I kind
Unless,
of... No, because I resonate with the story quite a bit. Like, I get the feelings that they're going through, so I'm kind of like... I mean, also probably doesn't help that I've already, like, I read it twice now. This is my second time through. So I know how it goes, and I knew what was going to happen. But...
yeah, but did you notice any more details in this compared to the other one?
Not particularly.
You don't notice any more details the second watch through than the first time?
No, because I kind of just I don't know, I pay a lot of attention when it comes to like shit like, well, also again because I read both, I read a different version, so I like don't like, I'm comparing it kind of to what I read a year ago, which definitely like kind of helps, but like also at the same time now it's like, well, I just read it a year ago, but they're two entirely different versions. I mean, they're definitely very similar. They're almost a near one-to-one from, like, what I remember. But if it was, like, if I was reading the manga again and I was looking over the art, I'm sure I would have noticed a lot more details than I did.
So you didn't, your perspective hasn't changed even though your life changed drastically in the past year?
Nope. I still know who I want to be, what I want to be, and when I want to be it.
I guess I'm just talking to myself, sort of. Yeah, I found a quote of the story.
Yeah.
Quote of the book. Excuse me, I'm looking for a rope to hang myself with.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to leave any marks on my skin, so I was wondering which rope is the safest for that.
Nice.
That's definitely okay. I agree to main character. Not everyone wants to listen to you talk.
Wow.
One said,
Why you gotta insult me like that? Just kidding.
No, that's more or less talking about yourself. For everyone. We didn't have that one popular kid that everyone would stare at you for talking to them, did we?
I don't know. I mean, we had some decently popular people, but like, I wouldn't say anybody that was like super popular. At least compared to everybody else. I mean, I would say I was one of the more popular people, especially with all the dudes. I don't know, man. I had like no outstanding beef with anybody all throughout school. It was great.
I just didn't really involve myself with other people in that.
You
like,
didn't.
No beef.
You just sat in your bubble and you didn't. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is like the real point where I am with the main character.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I definitely. I think I helped you gain social skills, but I'm not really sure. I hope I did. Because that's kind of game.
I mean, you're the only person I actually talked to, so I say that's a positive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would just like, because you're the kind of person that like, yeah, you're smart and shit like that. But I think you're the type of person people would like to use. Like again, you're intelligent and shit. But it's like, out of everybody, it's like, well, I'll just ask Landon to help me with this thing, and then who cares? He's just Landon. I don't know. I feel like that's like the same. Like, I'm tall. People basically won't give me the time of day unless they need me to get something off a high shelf.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually does happen.
Yeah. It's because you're smart and you're reliable, and you'll do that.
I had a
shit.
few people only talk to me when they need help.
OBS just disconnected. OBS reconnected? Okay, I think everything's fine now. Sorry, my computer just screamed at me that OBS stopped working.
Oh, my mic?
No, it was just like OBS itself was just like, I just don't feel like working right now.
Awesome. It also says you're connecting to Bardy, so I don't know if that's something to do with it.
Maybe.
So does it mean it's not recording right now?
No, everything's back. It's still saying we're live.
Oh. So it got what I said about it? Yeah.
I think so. I hope so.
Okay. So it did happen with physics, which is surprising, I guess. Which is surprising, unsurprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you're smart.
Yeah, but I didn't really care. I enjoy helping people.
Yeah, also, I bet it's an ego boost because you're like, I'm the only
is.
person who knows how to fucking do this shit, dude. I get
It's
that.
always really focused.
Yeah, obviously. I know that. I know the feeling. It's pretty fun. It's pretty awesome when you're the only person who knows how to do something, so everybody has to come to you. They don't have a choice.
Yeah. It was always nice when I had to help out teachers like that too.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing that ever happened was when I did have previous experience, but I did help you with
The chemistry one?
with chemistry a little bit. So that was a bit of a power trip for me, because never before had I ever done anything better than Landen.
Yeah.
So,
You know what's
still,
one thing that actually did inflate my ego back when we were in chemistry 11?
what was that, Landen?
Some reason our teacher refused to help me, and told me to go get help from another student.
Okay.
So I got help from these two students.
Mm-hmm.
This is sort of a group project where we're supposed to learn and help each other.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing it wrong.
Yeah. I hate it when people, I understand, basic things. I don't know what it is, but, people will, always fucking, whenever, one time, I think one of the biggest ego boosts was when, because the popular Mean Girl clique that existed? I know you know who I'm talking about, mostly. But, yeah, well, they were all, the bitches. I don't know. They're all, real rude and shit.
Well, I had entire stories that dedicated to Mean Girls. I may do on the podcast one day.
Yeah, maybe one day, but this one is probably my favorite because we were doing a project and or we had to weigh something, and everybody got this one. Every single person in the class got this number. It was we were weighing something on the scale, at whatever. It was one of the science scales, and everyone got 2.856 or in that range, and I got 1.28 or some shit, and then everybody laughed so hard when I was I got this. And then the fucking teacher, she walks over to the thing, is all right, let's see who's right. And she puts the fucking thing onto the scale, and I was, spot on. And I'm fuck you guys. I remember,
Isn't that, the...
I don't remember, it was in my Chemistry 11 class that I failed, because, that's a story for another day, but it wasn't my fault.
Oh, you failed it?
No, I didn't fail the one that I took in grade 12. I took the Chemistry 11 I failed in grade 11. That's a story for another day.
My eco story.
No, give me a second. Another time, though. Another time, Landon. I was,
What, you just cut me off my ego story?
Yeah, fuck you, Landon.
You won't let me do it?
Nope. Fuck you. You can do it. I just want to finish my story. So basically, another time, this is funny to me. Another time, I I was in, there's another science class. It was in grade 10 science back when I was in the wheelchair. And I would sit way in the back because it was like, like the big sinks? Because I'm tall and I was stuck in the elevated chair. That was the easiest place for me to work off of. So I would just sit back there. And so we did like this whole thing where we had to like do the math and like balance out, like balancing atoms or whatever, like easy shit. And I had every single person in that fucking classroom. As soon as I was like, I did all the math, I figured it all out, and then everyone's like, Brady, no, don't do it. Brady's not gonna get it right. He's not gonna get it right. I think like we would get like a candy or something if we won, and then he's like, no, shut up. And then I read out my answer, and he's like, is that what you say? And everyone's like, no, it's wrong. And I'm like, yes, that is what I got. I redid the math 3 times. He's like, you're correct. And everyone's like, yeah! And I'm like, fuck you, guy. Everybody, I hate doing group projects with those people because every time they would just bitch at me for doing the work wrong. And I'm like, well, if you know what you're doing, tell me. Well, help me with this. We did like a group project where we had to like build, you remember when we did the sticks and the fucking gummy thingies? It was...
Oh, is that the... Oh, you're talking about... You went off from chemistry. This is the...
No, this is the stupid class that was dumb. That one. That thing. You remember doing that? I was the only one who worked on it out of my whole group, and they all just talked all the time. And then when we got last place, they got mad at me, and I'm like, of course, I fucked up the design. Yeah, I'll admit it. But I'm like, no one stopped me. You guys could have said anything. You could have stopped me. You could have taken over. You could have done anything, but no.
Wasn't that the class for whichever team I was on, which always got the bonus points?
Basically, that was when like Yumi and Luke. The one time Yumi and Luke worked together was the one time we got first place.
Is that when I was in the... Is that one the one where I had to buy everything?
No, I don't think. Maybe I don't know. But I know I
had to buy the peanut butter jar.
Oh yeah, I think I.
And one of you guys broke the egg.
That was
teacher, but one of you guys broke the egg.
I feel like that was.
I know it wasn't me because I know it was one of you guys.
It was probably. I don't remember this, but it was probably me, knowing me.
I think it was Luke.
It also sounds like a Luke thing to do. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Luke.
Holy shit! I just found 22. Where?
Wait, so your biggest ego boost was when you corrected an entire class?
Yeah, basically. Well, it's because I've never been smart enough to correct teachers and anything. I'm an idiot. I'll be the first... Why was there a piranha swimming in the sky? Sorry.
Correcting teachers is so easy when you went to the school we went to.
But Landon, you don't understand how literally stupid I am. I'll be the first person to admit it. I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest idiot I know. I'm fine with that. I've made peace with the fact that I'm not smart. Alright? But...
I mean, with a little bit of effort, you can actually get better at stuff.
Landon.
Yeah.
Landon. But I'm lazy as fuck, too. Don't forget. Listen, you're talking to me.
Gotta be motivated.
Basically, the only thing that motivates me is, like, proving people wrong. And even then, it never works out.
I love correcting people and arguing with people.
Yeah, I bet you do, Landon. I mean, actually, I don't bet. I know you do.
Okay, I guess one last ego before we move back to the story.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the story's about life.
Talking about life. I remember being with the chemistry teacher is that he wasn't, for like a math teacher / tutor, he wasn't really good at math.
No.
I had to teach her how to do some of the stuff she was supposed to teach us.
Why are some of the enemies invisible sometimes?
You're not even questioning the fact I just said that?
No, because Landon...
That I'm teaching a teacher how to do the subject that they're supposed to be teaching?
Yeah, because you're smarter than me, Landon. I don't...
You're not questioning if I'm smarter than teachers or something?
No, because you're a goddamn genius.
I'm the only one I'm the only one in the entire class that got the question right, and I had to explain to the teacher on how to do it.
Landon,
That's
you are
for the math that she was supposed to
you're a
teach us.
goddamn prodigy. You are the smartest person I know, and it's been like that for a very long time.
What about the blonde kid with the glasses? I don't want to say his name on the podcast.
Oh, I mean he's smart and all, but you're like the full package. Okay, you're not only book smart, you're also just like gamer smart and everything.
Yeah, that boils down to my stubbornness.
Yeah.
I have stubbornness and will to actually do something.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
I also had to correct a teacher on a subject, and she taught it completely wrong.
Sounds like you.
She taught the entire class completely wrong.
Yeah.
My entire high school wasn't really good.
I loved going to school there, dude.
I
didn't gain brain power. I just gained perspective.
Isn't that an issue?
No, because I don't think I'm smart enough anyway. I don't think I'm good brain anyway. I mean, we are the lowest ranked school in the nation or whatever.
Yeah.
We're tied for last with 2 other schools.
No, we are last. Remember the list I showed you?
Yeah, but we were tied for last with 2 other schools. Yeah, it's pretty funny. We are rated 0 out of 10. Yeah, as a person, I find that hilarious. I know that's just me.
I already accepted the hate.
And how
we should do a high school stories after.
Yeah, we should definitely do an episode. We could do that if you want to do that one next week. We could. We could even get. I could try to like arrange other special guests to come on and talk about it too, because people we went to high school with. Seeing if maybe get people like Noah on, because a lot of people want to be on the podcast. When I tell them I have a podcast, everyone's like, "Well, you didn't invite me," and I'm like, "If you want to come on an episode, we can arrange it. You just have to watch a show or whatever."
Yeah, I guess sort of back to the story. Okay, so he's the librarian.
He's the library assistant
back there. I'm just gonna briefly talk about that until I figure out something I need to talk about. But I'm just gonna reflect on my life until then.
Yeah.
Cause you know how I do relate with the character, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had a very close relationship with anyone.
I used to, but now that I've kind of got older, the person I talk to outside of my house the most is you. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I mean, if the person were to leave you tomorrow, would you be really devastated? Would your life change? How drastically would it change?
Speaking from experience, I got pretty depressed after a certain event happened that you and I both know about. Involving a person I once considered my best friend. And it really fucked with me for a while. Even now, I find it hard, like, I know I can't just stop trusting people because of it, but sometimes it's just hard, because, you know, when you think you trust somebody so much, like they're your brother, and then they just kind of turn their back on you, it sucks. It really sucks.
Is this the one where I seen it firsthand? What happened?
Yeah, maybe. I'll talk about it after the podcast is over. But it was, cause I don't want to talk about it on the podcast completely. But it really destroyed me. I feel like everybody knew how I felt, but I don't. I kind of grew up, I think, because of it. Like I've decided to, like, if that shit happens to me again, I'm just not gonna give a shit. Like, at that point, fuck it, right? Like, it's not a big deal. It happened. I'm bigger than that. I'll just move on and not let it weigh me down. and I've stepped into like the next part of my life now. I'm going to post-secondary school, and I'm gonna, you know, going to post-secondary school. I'm advancing forward with, my academics, and I'm pursuing my dreams the way I want to do it, and that's really all I care about.
Well, do you wish this event never happened? Like you never met the person?
No, I don't think that.
Or do
I
you think that it made you better or
I
appreciate life because you actually feel what it is?
I think I've grown up due to the whole experience. I definitely think I'm better off now than I was, because if I had moved, then we wouldn't be doing the podcast. I wouldn't be hanging out like this. We probably wouldn't be talking right now. Not because I don't have the will to, but because I don't think I would have had the time. And part of me is glad now, like in hindsight, that I didn't rush into things. Because now I have the time that I want to spend with you before I have to leave. And play games with everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I definitely, it still sucks, and I think about it a lot. But at the end of the day, think I'm better off the way things happened than I would have been otherwise. If that answers your question.
Yeah. I think that's different to me. I guess this is sort of the part where I actually did reflect on my life, and that's sort of when I did cry. Mm-hmm. And I realized I don't think I had anyone that I'm very close to.
I mean, it's never too late to really to start.
Well, the thing is, when I was younger, I had a friend I used to go talk to every weekend, visit their house every weekend, basically for 5 to 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out with them was always at school, and I don't remember when they moved. I think they moved grade 6 or 5. And one day they moved away, and I just forgot about it in the next month.
Oof.
Well, just nothing really changed. I just moved on. I forgot. The only thing in my life that changed was that I stopped eating chips.
Wow.
Nothing changed. And I assume you know, like, the popular kids in our high school, like, I don't know, the guy with the French name starts with an H. I assume you know who I'm referring to. He used to go to... Yeah. We used to go to the same school together.
Yeah?
I used to talk to him nearly every lunch for a long time. And I would often consider him my best friend, but I guess once we entered high school, we just stopped talking. Mm-hmm. I didn't really notice the difference. I didn't really make a big fuss out of it. I just completely forgot about it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you. I mean...
actually, even most of those people I actually did talk to a lot, but I just moved on.
I mean...
I never really felt anything from it. Never really felt sad or anything from those relationships. That's something that was different, I guess, with my experience compared to this guy's experience. He did find something that he didn't want to lose, but he did lose. The sort of pain made him feel just alive, I guess.
That's a horrible time for me to sneeze, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. Sorry.
I guess I can also say the same thing with my family members, yes.
Holy shit.
But I saw
Sorry.
you sobbing at my story.
I was like about to like say something super profound, and then I fucking sneezed so hard. Holy shit.
I guess I always had this natural distance between me and everyone.
I don't know. I definitely find that there's a distance between us, but I don't think it's that far. I trust you.
Well, the thing is, I don't notice the different distance, but it isn't until I look back on relationships that I notice that, yeah, there is a distance. Until I take time to reflect.
Then I trust you wholeheartedly. Alright? Like,
I don't trust you.
I trust you. I think that if I ever left, I think you would at least feel something. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's regret, who knows. But
Probably not. With my sister, I used to talk to every day, and the only person I trust just as much as you, and I'd say who knows me just as well as you, like, well, moved away a few months ago.
yeah.
I don't really message her.
Well, I don't really message a lot of people I was close to that moved away either, but that doesn't... Just because you don't message them, just because you don't talk to them, doesn't mean you don't still care. Doesn't mean you don't still like them. When one of my friends, my best friend, moved away, you know, before everything happened between us,
Yeah.
I never stopped talking to him. We would call each other regularly, and then eventually we just kind of grew apart more and more. We stopped talking. But when we would talk, we would pick up right where we left off until the big thing happened that we both know. And
Yeah.
I basically just I gave up at that point. And so it sucks. It still sucks. I still feel like shit when I think about it. But I've moved past it in a way. Like, I'm not gonna let it define what I do, who I am. So I'm like, I'm fine with what happened. I've made peace. Like, I don't talk to a lot of my friends that moved, but when they come back or when we call, we pick up right where we left off. Like, just because they don't call me doesn't mean they don't still care. Doesn't mean we're still not friends. Like, if you and I stop talking for about a month or 2 months, 3 months, one day I call you and you pick up the phone, I'm sure we would just pick up right where we left off. I mean, like...
Yeah, but I'm like that with everybody.
And that's fine. I'm not gonna hold anything against you. I know who you are and how you are. And I like you because of it. I don't give a shit. I don't see any problem. I mean, sure, you could maybe be a little more close.
What do you define as caring for someone?
You like them. Like if I were to get stabbed and fucking murdered, would you be sad?
Probably, yeah.
That's
well. I believe it's the only person I actually do talk to. But.
That's what I define as caring for someone. Is, would you feel something if you knew you would never see them again? Like, when someone leaves, you can be sad about it, whatever. But to truly care is like, oh no, that guy died. Yeah, whatever, right? I knew him in high school. Not a big deal. It doesn't affect my day-to-day life. But when you're...
It's disappointing that that's how my relationship is with my family, basically.
Well, I mean, everybody's relationship with their family is different. I know a lot of people who are distant from their families, a lot of people who are close, some who don't like them, some who love them. You don't have to...
I'd say it's more or less like one of those things that I'm surprisingly distant, even though I live down the street from nearly all of them.
I mean, I'm distant from a good chunk of my family, and they live in Southtown with me.
Yeah, but you were close with your grandparents.
Oh, man. My grandpa was the best.
Yeah. I don't know any stories like that. There's one thing I also said when I said this to my sister is that I plan to move away from here. I don't ever plan to come back.
I plan to come back.
Yeah.
Mostly because, again, I find that this place gives perspective. Like...
You had a better perspective than I did.
Like, I am the person I am because I lived and grew up here. Right? It's like, yeah, I might have gone to the worst school in the province. You know, I might have lived in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, Canada, where no one ever goes, nothing cool happens, but whatever. I don't care. This place means a lot to me, because this is where I met every single person I care about. You, Luke, Josh, Sean, Kenyon, Robin, Jacob, everybody. All of these people that mean a lot to me, I met here in this town. I met because we went to the worst school ever. I met because of all of the things that happened, all the choices we made. And I'm content with the fact that that's how it is. And that's how it went. I am glad. I don't think I would have done anything differently. Because I'm right where I want to be. I want to be right here doing the podcast.
I mean, you can technically do that anywhere, can't you?
Yeah. But it's more gamer when I'm in my room playing Minecraft.
Can't your room also be anywhere?
Technically, I guess. The point is, I like doing what I'm doing and being who I am. I don't give a shit what other people think or if I'm wasting my life. Maybe I am, but I'm happy doing it. I don't have talent or skill or anything crazy like that. I'm not an anime protagonist like you, but I like doing this. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm being who I want to be just by being here. I don't have the skills or necessary to hold the responsibility of doing something great. Sure, I want to make my life more than it is now. But you have the power and the knowledge and the brain to do like literally anything you could ever want, and I know you would succeed. I don't. I have like one skill, and that's my like boundless creativity and optimism.
Well, have you tried finding motivation to actually try to learn a new skill?
Yeah, but I can't, so I don't.
Well, do you give up after the first day, or do you give up after the first year?
I give up when I know I don't like it.
You don't like it because you're failing, or do you don't like it because it's bad?
I'm just not having fun. Well, I don't do things. I do things, yes, when they're hard, but I also do them when I have fun. Like, I don't play... Like, just for an example here. I love challenging games. When they're fair, of course. Because then there's something I can get good at. And it's not just, like, unfair bullshit. Like goddamn Pikmin 2. When shit just literally falls out of the sky on top of you and I die.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about games. I'm talking like...
Well, I'm using games as an example. Like, I love doing, like, making movies and shit because I think I'm good at it, but also because it's so much fun. Getting together with all the people I like to chat with and hang out with and doing something awesome together, making something we can be proud of, that's what I live for. That's the kind of shit I want to do forever.
Well, I guess that's one thing I still haven't found.
I'm sure whatever you end up doing in life, just make sure you're doing what you want to do and be happy while doing it. This is the best and only advice I can give you. It's like, yeah, I might be a big fat nobody, but I'm a big fat nobody. But I like being that. I'm not gonna complain being a nerd.
We still got slightly off topic for the part I started with saying. I was going to get to my own point about, move away from here, but then you went on your whole big old speech thing on your own.
Sorry.
Very motivational, but...
I get very passionate when it comes to reminiscing and talking about how cool I am.
Well, isn't this the beautiful part of the story that makes you question your life?
Yeah.
Your life decisions up to this point. Aren't you glad I chose it?
Yes. I'm totally fine where I am, and I'm happy to be me.
Yeah, because that's different for me. Because I'm not.
No?
I want to get out of here. I want to leave. I have no reason to stay. Because I was going to get to the point where when I told my sister that, and she said, well, you didn't really say anything. Yeah, she's like, why didn't you say anything? Well, you don't really have any reason to stay. You're not close with any of the family.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't see myself leaving forever.
Yeah.
I never did. I would love to raise a family here. I'd love to own
I would not.
because I have so much property here that I could inherit from my parents and my grandparents and shit. I want to build a house on the I want a place where my kids can play and shit. What the fuck? Why am I levitating?
I guess your area is better than mine.
Well, again, I don't live on the reserve.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'd have a different perspective, but
I'm tempted to get personal, but I'm also tempted not to.
hey, man, get however personal you want. I'm not gonna be offended by anything you say.
Yeah, okay, I'll try it, I guess. Well, my life is different, I guess. I guess I did used to live by drunk nearly for my entire life.
Ooh, that's a
It
story.
was basically the point where we'd basically have to leave to my grandparents' house sometimes.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling quite well, actually. I
And
don't like to talk about it.
that was my neighbor. And I'm pretty sure really the first, I don't know, I think maybe between around 6 and 12, I don't think the cops were allowed in the village.
Weird.
Because the chief banned them from coming in.
Am I allowed to ask why?
I don't know. I was too young then to know.
Hmm.
But the cops weren't allowed in the village.
That's strange.
They remember one day that some randomly when the new other guy got voted out and the new chief came in, cops were allowed in the village.
I mean, it's
Cops
what
were at the
happens if
neighbor's house
something
sometimes.
bad happens? They're just not allowed to come. It's like,
You live on
sorry.
the highway of tears.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what you're expecting.
Good point. I often forget that for some reason.
We live on the highway. We live on the highway that known to have 80 people go missing with roughly, say,
It's awful.
million square kilometers
It's
around in any direction that you could go missing or die any time.
It's so strange that that's like saying it out loud like that. It sounds like the setup to a mystery drama, right? It's like,
But no, this is just our life.
it's just reality. It's a fact. Like, it literally sounds like it's like this would be in like a fucking some crazy shit. But we live here, and it's true, and it sucks that it's true. Like, I hate...
I guess there's also drug addicts around here too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As much.
I worked at a grocery store where we sold cigarettes, and is because it's the unfortunate fact that a lot of Native people are addicted to substances. I mean, a lot of people in general are, but like a large majority of the people I served there were. I mean, I worked on the reserve, so, but like, you know, they were all like hardcore smokers. Like, people would complain about how high prices are getting for food, and then go, "Yeah, can I get 2 cartons of cigarettes? That's upwards of $200 or $250." I think it was the highest if you did like the 2 most expensive brands, which a lot of people exclusively pick 2 cigarettes. So it's like, it's just crazy that it's that. And we'd sell out so fast. People would buy them. We get them in stock. People would buy 2 or 3 cartons at a time. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Of course you can't afford food. You're spending $300 on cigarettes. It's not...
I guess another argument is that...
I know it's hard to, like, shake addiction. But if you have to choose between eating and smoking... buy Nicorette. It's cheaper than buying 3 cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah. I guess another counter-argument to that, I guess, is inflation has risen.
Oh, inflation, yeah. Inflation's
at its high.
Inflation's definitely gone up. I witnessed all that firsthand working at the store. Like, I hate having to, like, I'd have to decline people, like, their stuff because they just couldn't afford it so much, and I hated doing it so badly because I felt bad knowing it's like, yeah, well, these people are poor. They can't afford it. Like, a lot of them are living off social assistance and freaking purchase orders from bands and stuff. And like, I'm like, I hate the fact that I have to say no and put stuff back. Like, if I had the money, I would just buy it for them at that point. It's like, it hurt a little inside every single time I'd have to refuse somebody food that, or kids weren't allowed things. Like, I mean, this was just a dickhead. I was so pissed off. But this kid wanted an apple, right? And he came in with a purchase order from, like, Tan-Gentalmen family. And he came with his purchase order, and it was for, like, $300 for, like, supplies or groceries. No lotto, tobacco, or gift card. That was the main thing I saw. Because, you know, they don't want them spending the money that they give them. It's, like, on food, groceries, canned goods, stuff like that. So they bought like $250 worth of stuff, and I'm about to scan through the apple, and the guy's like, "No, he's not getting an apple. Fuck that." And I'm like, "Okay," so I had to put it back. But I'm like, "You're not even buying it." It's like, you have the enough money left to buy 1 apple for your like 3-year-old. Jesus Christ.
I mean, at that point, he could have just bought it himself.
It made me so angry. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a good person, but like, I hate it when I have to do shit like that, or people are like real dickheads about like simple things that didn't need to be blown out of proportion and stuff. It's like, come on.
Yeah, it could also be that the band's probably strict on that stuff. They actually do check the bill.
Well, no, but he wasn't paying any of his actual money for it, is my point.
Well, yeah, because that's it. Because they probably checked the bill, and they probably...
No, what it's... Landon, they had enough money for another $50 worth of groceries.
Yeah, but then again, he also could have bought the apple with his own money.
He could have. It was like a buck,
that's
not even.
The issue with that, but...
Like,
but then again, we don't know anything about parenting.
I know enough. I mean,
Well, mine's only from the media.
I wouldn't say just from the media. I've done I spend so much time with like little kids and stuff, dude. You don't even know. Like, I know what like because I get. What I try to do is I try to instill good morals onto little kids and stuff when I talk to them or when I meet them, like my little cousins and stuff. And it's like I love spending time with them. It's like if I could, I'd do it all the time. I want to be a parent so badly. Like I if I like never found like the right person, I would adopt without in a heartbeat. Like even if I was a single parent, I don't care. Like that's the way I want to spend my life is I want to raise a child. Through good and bad, ever since I was little, I've wanted a kid. If I had a daughter, I'd name her Rose, and if I had a son, I'd name I don't know what I'd name him. It'd probably be something it would definitely be something related to my grandpa. So my name has both my first name, then my middle names are my dad's name and my grandpa's name, right? So I always thought about doing this because I thought it'd be really funny, but I was like, what if I named my son like, just like say I named him Jimmy or something stupid like that, right? Now let's say I named him Jimmy, but what if I named him Jimmy, my name, my dad's name, my grandpa's name, and then I would hope he would name his kid his first name, like Billy, Jimmy, Brady.
Also,
My
might I
dad's
say
name, my
you're also
grandpa's name.
cutting out every now and then. I don't know why.
Weird.
There's a space in between words, but the words still do match up with the other sentence. I don't know if you're pausing or not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe I am, and I don't even know it.
See, isn't this like a good choice for a topic? We're talking about life. This whole thing is about learning about life
Yeah,
and connecting with people.
I'm definitely having fun.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I've had to give you is which I assume I don't need to tell you, is just be close with the kid.
Oh God, yes. I would be there for every football game. I would be there for every soccer practice that I could make it to.
Yeah, enjoy playing around with kid because they won't be a kid forever, and
No, I want to
maybe they might not
spend
enjoy
time.
you anymore if you don't talk to them. Correction.
I want to instill in them the same, like, morals and stuff my grandpa instilled in me. I'm the way I am and, like, the way I act largely because of him. If I'm being completely honest. He was
It's weird.
He was hardworking, kind. I would like to say gentle, but he would touch you and then you would explode. He had such a grip. He just try to give you a hug and you just can't breathe. But he never meant anything by it. That's what he cut off. He lost a finger, and he'd still go out there every day, minus 30-degree weather if he had to, and chop wood for the frickin' fire by hand until he got his wood splitter. And even then, like, I'd come over and help him. He would like be one-handing fucking like these like heavy ass logs with just his bare hand, and the one that's missing a finger and everything. It was crazy. He was so strong, and like that, he was meant a lot to me. So I've always wanted to like instill that in somebody else. Like my kids, I want to be like that. I want to be the strong, reliable person that you can go to when you need help with anything. And I don't think I'll ever be as physically strong as he was, but I hope I can work half as hard to achieve what I want to do. Rather than, be lame my whole life.
You know where you got your marks from.
Him and Spider-Man. I watched those Spider-Man movies a lot as a kid. Which is why the theme of responsibility is very, very important to me.
Is it weird that I don't know where my morals came from?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't know it until I reflected on it, like, years and years and years ago, or years and years later.
I guess even throughout my life, even I don't know. I don't even know why I am like who I am right now.
I'm sure it was a mixture of people you've met, shows you've watched on TV, and a hell of a variety of
Probably
other
just
topics.
purely shows, because I can't see myself with any one of the people around me, other than the worst parts. I'm obviously very bitter about where I grew up from.
Yeah.
I can't tell right now.
You know who you sound like? You sound like Shane from Fire Song.
Hey, coincident, we both grew up on Res. I wonder why.
But unlike Shane, I don't see you having a 180 personality change at the end of the story. That kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. I don't think I'm as bad as Shane.
No, but I mean, I see a little bit of Shane in you every now and then.
You're probably just boiling that down to a negative part.
No, but I find it funny that you brought that up. Honestly. Holy shit! I don't know. I think it's just like your outlooks on like kind of everything kind of match up a lot. Surprised you don't identify with the character more.
Because he now his girlfriend killed Ola. Or kill herself and not care at all in the next chapter.
Yeah, she was the best character, dude. Best character in the whole fucking thing. She got disrespected. No, dude, we can't have an emotional moment with a really good, well-written character. No, we gotta have more gay sex.
Once again, we'll probably review Fire Song.
At some point, we have
September.
to. We have to. It'll be, let's see.
Just as horrible as it was the first time.
When I like pointing out the positives. You like just unnecessarily trashing on it.
That's my favorite part.
September 30th is a Saturday.
Yeah, we can do it on 29th.
Yeah. My birthday's on a Saturday this year, guys. Isn't that great?
I think mine is too. Yeah, mine is too.
I don't even know your birthday. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody's birthdays. I'm being honest. Like I barely remember. I don't even know my mom's birthday. I've never been good with birthdays. Why is there a boss? Why is there a boss? Why is there a boss? Why do I hear boss music except I don't have music playing? So I don't have my pickaxe out, so I can't break the spawner. Oh fuck! Where's my pickaxe? Pickaxe.
I guess that is one thing the Fire Song got right, was the bitterness I'm trying to leave.
Why is there a nether fortress in this cave?
I mean, I also think that that's also the topic for a future video when I don't work there.
Yeah. I feel like at some point, you know what we should do? We should make like a documentary or something about, I don't know, about like reserve life and stuff, just to like talk about it and shit.
Yeah, but neither of us have a full experience on that.
I think we know like a lot of people who've lived there, Landon. Half of our friends lived on reserve. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is also horrible.
We live in like a super indigenous community.
You know what? That really reminds me of like a controversy thing that happened a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like apparently like this is like yeah, this is recent. This is like last year. And apparently there's some houses outside in the village that someone moved into, and they got kicked out of every other village.
Okay.
And apparently they sold drugs a lot.
Mm.
They threatened to drug and rape one of the females around here when they were just walking into a store around here.
That doesn't sound very good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's a controversy. I'd say it's just a shitty thing to do.
Yeah. They wanted to drive them out. Wanted the band to drive them out. Well, the band council drive them out. Even then, I don't know if the band council would actually do anything about it.
No, I don't know. Someone who's never experienced what it's like to live on a reserve or be indigenous or anything like that.
I feel like you can experience half of it if you just go on Facebook and just friend half the native people in the village, and you can see all the controversy and anger.
I hear
they
a
won't
lot
say it
of,
to your face, but they will post it online in their Facebook.
I hear a lot
and there's
of.
also a lot of arguing with council.
I hear a lot of complaining and stuff. I don't know. I
mean,
feel like on an entirely different note, but still kind of on topic. Did you hear that they unearthed more bodies or that they might have unearthed more bodies out in Ontario from a residential school?
That doesn't surprise me.
Another
I mean,
mass
that shouldn't
grave.
surprise me either.
No, it doesn't. It's just I hate that. I hate that it. It sucks that it happened. Okay, it really does. It makes me feel bad that kind of shit happened and still happens in places in the world, kind of.
Yeah. This is the most deep dive we actually talked about ourselves and other topics around here.
I'm lucky that I was born in the time that I was, because I don't know. I mean, part of me thinks I would still be as empathetic as I am now toward what happened, but another part of me thinks I'd probably join the bandwagon and be racist, because that's just how I probably would have been raised if I was born 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to think I'd be all positive and stand up against it, but honestly, if I probably wouldn't. And I'm glad that I was born now, because I think I'd hate to be like that. I think I would. I would.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't hate to be that way.
No. Well,
you wouldn't know that. That would be just
the me that I...
You can't change the way you think.
I'm happy I'm born when I was, because I've met so many of my friends are indigenous people. So many. You, Kenyon, a bunch of other people I'm not going to mention because they're not on the podcast. But so many of them are indigenous peoples, and I don't know. I'm glad that I met all of you, you know. I'm glad I was born at the right time to meet all of you guys and hang out and play Fortnite. That's one of the few things that I can genuinely say I am 100% happy in my life about.
We didn't talk much about the story, but we did talk about but we did follow along with the theme of the story.
I don't care. I liked this episode of the podcast a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad I get to chill with Landon and play games.
Do you think you have anything else to add on?
No, not really.
I think I'm done. I'll probably come up with more stuff, and then I'll talk about it quickly tomorrow then.
This was a deep episode. Hopefully
I'll probably have
tomorrow's
some-
is a little lighter. I mean, we're talking about Spider-Man, not being
I mean,
depressed.
but
So.
this is the second Spider-Man that doesn't mean. Don't you love this feeling, Brady?
Hopefully I can sleep tonight. Alright, I guess that's it for this episode of the Tan-Gentalmen Podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Spider-Man 2.
Well, I really
the
broke
best Spider-Man movie.
You can't even say the episode with passion.
Nope.